What's going on, guys? So in this video, I'm going to be going over HotJar and the benefits and importance of why you should use HotJar for all of your clients' work and your work in particular, whether you're doing affiliate marketing, selling your own product, service, whatever it is. HotJar is super awesome and it is free too. There is also a paid version if you want to use that, but I just use the free version. And I've been using it ever since I found it, and it is an awesome service to use. And I want to kind of explain what it is. So if you go to www.hotjar.com, you will land on a page just like this. Like I said, it's completely free. You can go up here and try for free. I believe you just have to type in a brief little bit of information, and no credit card is required. So don't freak out about that. It's not another paid service. So I'm going to log on. This is basically what HotJar looks like. Up here, you're going to basically be making a business. So mine's under Marston Marketing, which is my consulting agency. I've got all different pages that I wanted to track, and you can see I've added the pass on these pages. Basically, how you add a new user. You would just click this, and this is where an email address and somebody you'd like to have access to. If you're doing client stuff, it's super important. Sometimes if you're not doing any client work, you don't really need to use this. To add a new site, you're just going to hit add new site, type in the website and the path, and then click the company that owns, and then hit add site. Now, once you've added a website, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you kind of what it does. So normally you'll have something set up like this. You probably won't have it's showing like that you set up a recording and all this other stuff, but I want to run down on what it does. So what HotJar does is they have heat maps, they have recordings, and you can even build out forms and funnels, but I've never really used them for that purpose. I just use them for recordings and heat maps. So what recordings will do, this will actually record my website, and it will show me when someone lands. So as you can see here, April 12th, somebody landed on my website from a desktop. They used Google Chrome. They came from a Windows, so it wasn't an Apple computer. And they went on 2 pages. So they hit my home page, and then they went to my About page. They stayed on for about 44 seconds. And if I click play right here, it's going to actually pull up a recording of my website. And this is one of my websites that I use. And you can see this person's going through and they're looking at my website and about me. And so it's actually recording the live screenplay that whoever's hitting on your page is doing. So it's super awesome. You can do this with all sorts of different funnels. And you can kind of see where people are having their mouse, where they're clicking on things, so on and so forth. So it's super awesome. I use it for everything. Another thing that you can use is heat maps. Heat maps is, I don't have any heat maps installed to this, so I would hit new heat map. I'm basically going to name the heat map. So if this is like personal website landing page, I'm going to hit next. I'm just going to hit the basic. This is the free plan. I'm going to hit next. I can do a specific page or visit multiple similar pages. So if I'm doing a specific page, what I'm going to want to do is get my exact URL. So if I pull up and go to my website, ianmarston.com, and I want to grab my homepage website, I'm going to copy the URL. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to paste it. So it's that exact URL. And I'm just going to click away and hit next. Now you can go to advanced options if you want, and this will actually exclude elements from the heat map. So pop-ups and certain things if you don't want. I don't really use that stuff. I just, like I said, kind of use it basic and then hit next and then create heat map. So what that's going to do is basically, it's super simple. That's really it. And my heat map's installed. Now what heat maps is, I want to actually pull up one of my websites that I know I use heat maps on. I want to show you what exactly it does. So if I pull up one of my pages right here, as you see, I have heat maps installed onto one of my funnels. So if I were to click view heat map on this, Now this is my actual landing page. Now, as you see up here, it says 31 people viewed it from desktop, 2 people viewed it from a tablet, and 671 viewed it from a phone. Now, what that shows me right there is majority of people are coming from phones. So I need to know that all my websites are phone congruent, and they're easy to display. But as of right now, it shows me the taps, so where people click. So 10 people clicked on the picture, 88 clicked on the button. Some people clicked on disclaimer, privacy. Some people clicked on the members login. So it's probably some of my actual members, some of you guys. Some people hit the terms. Some people try to even click up here, which I don't understand. But the cool thing is with heat maps, what you can do is look at the taps. So it's showing me all the people that tapped on. Nobody clicked down here. Now, if I look at scroll, now that's going to show me that every single person on their phone at least got to like right here. So 100% of visitors that hit my page saw this. So if I would have squeezed this stuff in together a little bit more, they probably would have saw my call to action. So as you can see, at least 95% of the people saw, 96, 97 saw the call to action, which is awesome. So I could have probably, pushed this up a little bit more, made it a little bit more tight. And this is super awesome because you'll be able to see where people are actually hitting, and then, where they're tapping on the page. And again, it shows you which devices they came from. I use this, it's completely free. And, I just showed you guys how to set this stuff up. Now for the recordings, it's a little bit, a couple more things you have to do. So if I wanted to do a whole new recording, basically what I would do, and for the free version, you're only allowed to record 100. The cool thing is you're allowed to save up to 300 before you have to start deleting. So I can stop this recording and then record the visitors, and then say I want to record the basics, done. When they visit any page, done. What I like to do is when they only 30 seconds or longer. So I'm not getting people that just click on it and leave automatically. I don't really care about those people. And also down here, I'm just going to hit start recording. Now for me, it's going to be a little bit different because I actually have the little piece of code that you need to install on your website. So I want to do a complete different one. Let's go to add new site. I'm going to add just a site that I probably already have. And then I need to check that and then add new site. Boom, I've added the site. Where is that? Register one or whatever. I think it was just. So as you can see, I have tracking code. So now I'm at this page. I can just show you. So at any time you delete the tracking code off your page, you can just come back here once you've created one. So, I created one. I'm not going to use that one because I don't actually have a website for that. But I'm going to go down to the one I know I do have. I'm going to go to tracking code. Now, it says it has not reported any data in the last 24 hours, which is probably true because I'm not running traffic to it right now. So what I'm going to do is copy this code right here, and I'm going to go into my ClickFunnels, and you see this is the funnel I want to use, the same website. I'm going to go up to the settings section, and I'm going to throw that sucker inside the head tracking code. So I probably already have it in here, right there. Boom. I've got it right in there. But what I want to do is, as I can see already, boom, that's a different path. That's not probably even tracking anything right now. So what I want to do is pull this up a little bit more. Now this is all my codes and stuff. And I can delete this one now. And then boom. So I'm going to delete both those, and I'm going to paste that code right into there. Boom. As you see, it's got the new updated stuff. And now I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom and hit save and update. So now it's on the page. Everything should be good. I'm going to go onto here. I'm going to hit verify the installation. Then I'm going to go and click the button, and boom, it's going to pull up a little pop-up. I'm going to drag it down here for you guys. And it says HotJar verified the installation, so it sees that it is now recording the page. Boom. I can now exit out of here, and I am good. So I can actually go to this site, and it will say it's got the recording set up, and I've got some heat maps. So if you want to really, really test it, you can pull it up in an incognito window, and then copy and paste the exact path, and at least sit on that page, scroll up and down for about 45 seconds to a minute. and then exit the page and then wait about a minute, and it should pop up in here as you've got a new recording. Now, when you have recordings, it's going to show, boom, you'll hit recordings and it'll show all the different recordings. So as you can see, 0 out of 100 because I just restarted, but I can manage up to 300 before I have to delete them. And this is on the free service, so if you really don't feel like doing that and you're sending tons and tons of traffic, you might have to pay for the service, but I do believe it's about 80 bucks a month. Let me just check. Yep, 90 bucks a month. I am mistaken. So I use the free service, but if you have a business, you don't want to cut you don't need to really cut expenses. So that's how to install HotJar. The importance of HotJar. Of course, like I said, there's funnels, forms, a bunch of other different stuff. But I just use these two things in the free service, and I enjoy it and love it. And it's awesome when trying to tweak funnels and stuff. So that is the recording for HotJar. And thank you guys. Hopefully that helped out.